What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another Prize Picks NBA player props video. This one going to be breaking it down, giving you guys 6 picks that I already locked in myself this morning that I already have sent into my VIP members that haven't been bumped. A bunch of different props have been bumped, but I've gone ahead and pulled up 6 here that have not. Going to be sharing it with you guys here for free on Taco Tuesday, so hopefully no bumps occur during the recording, and if they do prior to the end of this and or after, we do have Taco Tuesday. Currently, the Brandon Ingram discount is pulled up. If you haven't checked out Prizepicks, guys, use the promo code KJKDFS when you sign up today to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100. And you can go ahead and take advantage of this discounted line on the Brandon Ingram points all the way down from 21.5 to 17.5. If you enjoy the content, it would be greatly appreciated if you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. And if you are getting very serious, you're looking to get access to every single one of my plays as soon as I place them, the KJK DFS VIP member package is going to be where it's at. We got another sweep over there on Better last night. I don't even know how many nights in a row that's with a sweep on Better, but we've been crushing it. It seems like every single night we are sweeping on Better picks specifically. So if you want to get access to all of those plays, guys, the KJK DFS VIP member package is going to be where it's at. We have a beautiful slate here tonight, so there's going to be a ton of more plays over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And before we get into the breakdown, once again, I'm giving you guys legitimate picks that I am backing with my own money that I am sending to my members as well, guys. You're never going to see me promote a play on this channel that I'm not playing myself, but I do want to give some quick shout outs to them. This is, some really great supporters for me, the brand, and also, obviously, I want to help people win as much as I can. Always makes me feel better. So you saw the sweep that I got. Our Sasser turning 10 into 50 here with some of those same plays that we were on last night. Collins was bumped on Prize Picks. Denny Avija was bumped on Prize Picks. Colin Sexton got bumped on Prize Picks. All of these plays oftentimes are bumped on Prize Picks, but we've been locking them in on Better. Ed the Fred with a nice 60 into 600 on Prize Picks, as well as that Better Picks 35 into $700 on the entry. I know Norman Powell was a prop that got pulled, so some guys had to pivot away and go without him. Same thing here for Ricky 24, 10 into 100, which is fantastic. I provided DeMar DeRozan over 0.5 threes as a pivot. Big Jokes went ahead and locked that prop in and cashed in. Love to see that. Quick on his feet, adjusting, something we're always doing over there. P3 Num cashing in as well on Prize Picks. Anthony turning the profit on Better Picks once again with 10 into 200. So there's a lot more of shout outs to give. I just want to give a shout out to everyone, man. Jose Estrella using, once again, plays that I had locked in on Better Picks that he was able to get at the same lines before the bumps on Underdog Fantasy, where 3 picks are optimal. So he locked in the Damian Lillard points, the Paul George under 9.5 rebounds and assists. Reeves was bumped to 20.0 even on Prize Picks. Paul George was bumped to 9.0 even on Prize Picks. And then Damian Lillard was bumped to 29.0 even on Prize Picks. So we're using all of our options over there. If you're interested, we'd love to have you join. It's going to be well worth the $1.66 a day that you pay. If you're not interested in that, perfectly fine. I'm going to continue to provide you with free content. Let's get into the picks. Let's get into exactly why I like these guys. We'll break them down game by game, as we always do. In the first game we're going to talk, we have 2 props in this Orlando-Charlotte game. This game has a 207.5 over-under, 8.5 points spread in favor of Orlando, so Orlando's definitely expected to do the majority of the scoring, and I have 2 props that I do like on their side that is going to involve some scoring. First guy's going to be Jalen Suggs here tonight at the 16.5 PRA line. Now, why do I like this? I like it at the 16.5 number. We'll go ahead and pull up the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer for this one to give you guys as much data as we can on the screen. If you're interested in this tool, guys, it is the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, and you can use the promo code KJKDFS to get 25% off your first month. What this is doing is it's pulling in all of these different data points, right? This looks like this play is getting even better in real time as we're recording this. You can see the entire market has them listed at 17.5. We're getting him at 16.5. They're very clearly underrepresenting this play, and he's expected to go over the 16.5, pretty much dead even on the 17.5. And as I'm recording, it's getting even better. Would not be surprised to see this play get bumped, which is going to stink because I wanted to give 6 plays that don't get bumped, but we're doing it live here. Franz Wagner's the next guy that we're going to discuss. 22.5 points and assists. We'll go ahead and pull up the OddsJam Sportsbook screen for this one. Once again, another tool that I do like to use, guys. We're doing the same concept here, pulling in as many data points as we can on sportsbooks. There's millions of dollars invested into these lines. And what are we seeing On Franz Wagner, we're seeing his points and assist prop. There's very clearly some value on the over 22.5. Why is there value on that? There's multiple data points across the market that are listing him at 23.5, including Underdog Fantasy. Prizepicks has him down to 22.5. The average market has him at 23.5 now, and it's still favoriting the over, guys. So 23.5 with minus 120 on the over on average. The books that are listing him at 22.5, or it looks like it's getting even more rare. A lot have him up to 23.5. I don't see a single one at 22.5 any longer. He's all the way up to 24.5 points and assists on FanDuel with some slight action on the under, right, guys? So we're getting some very clear value on the over at the 22.5 line here for Franz Wagner. Terry Rozier, fantasy score is going to be the next guy that we're going to be discussing on this breakdown today. The Miami Heat are going to be without Tyler Hero, without Kevin Love, and without Richardson. We run the on-off court stats for this team without those guys. Who gets the biggest usage bump? It is Terry Rozier. Over a 34-minute sample size, Terry Rozier was acquired by the Miami Heat midseason, so we don't have the largest sample size, but we're seeing a 3.8% increase in his usage, all the way up to a 26% usage rate with Drew Smith, Tyler Hero, Kevin Love, Josh Richardson, Kyle Lowry, and RJ Hampton off the floor. Kyle Lowry got dealt in that deal earlier in the year. He's no longer with the Miami Heat. These are all fantastic things. We look at the fantasy point per minute production here for Terry Rozier. Is putting up 1.09 fantasy points per minute, and his minutes obviously are going to be important. We need him to have some solidified minutes in this Miami Heat rotation. We look at the minutes he's been playing as of late in this rotation. We can see that Terry Rozier is playing, in the mid-30s, essentially 33 minutes here per game. If he is putting up 1.09 fantasy points per minute, a little over a fantasy point per minute, right, guys, and he's playing in the mid-30s, he's going to score in the mid-30s. Prizepicks has gone ahead and priced him in the low 30s. I've got him going out there and getting, like 34, 35. They've only got him at 31.5, so we get a usage increase with there being no Tyler Hero, no Kevin Love. We pulled up those numbers right, and then we're just getting a misprice from Prizepicks, so let's go ahead and take advantage on his prop here today at the 31.5. Jimmy Butler, 29.5 points and assists. I like the under on him. We can go back on over to our handy-dandy Odds Jam Sportsbook screen here, guys. 35% off with the promo code KJKDFS on this tool, too. I didn't think I mentioned that the first time I pulled it up, but you can see the market's listing him essentially across the board at 28.5 with some action on the over essentially and or 29.5 with some action on the under. So if you're able to get this at 29.5, there's some clear value on the under, guys. He's listed at 28.5 in a lot of different places. So once again, it's just a misprice. We got to take advantage of the under. I'm actually not really seeing him at 29.5 on any book any longer outside of these fantasy apps. Better Picks and Prizepicks are the best possible places you can lock this in on the under 29.5. So if you're able to capture this, Franz Wagner just got bumped. So this is what I'm talking about. It's impossible to provide pre-recorded content on Prizepicks now. So he got bumped. Let's see what we can pivot to here. We have the taco. Franz Wagner, 23.5 is no longer a good play. Sorry, guys. Let's move along here. We have Bam Adebayo, 13.5 rebounds and assists. That's a good prop. We can go on over to the Odds Jam Sportsbook screen and let's pull up the rebounds and assists prop for Bam Adebayo. And you can see the market's listing him at either 14.5 or 13.5 with some value on the over if you're able to capture him at 13.5 because the average odds we're looking at 13.6 with the favoring the over. So essentially they're either listing him at 14.5 with some slight juice on the under or 13.5 where he's favored. You can see on Fanatics he's at minus 140 on the over 13.5. Prizepicks currently listing him at 13.5 and a 5 or 6 pick flex. We can get minus 119 implied odds on Bam Adebayo. So I like this play here for sure on the over the 13.5. Michael Porter Jr. is going to be the last guy that we will discuss here. We can go ahead and pull back up the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. We're looking at as many data points as we can, right, guys, as always. And when we look at Michael Porter Jr., his best prop on the entire board, according to the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, is the over 2.5 three-pointers made. Why is this? Because across the market, they are favoring him. Pinnacle is minus 135. They're the sharpest sports book in the world. We have minus 128 on FanDuel, minus 135 on DK, minus 135 on BetMGM, BetOnline, Bovada. All of these books are telling us to lean towards the over on the 2.5. And once again, we're getting minus 119 implied odds in a 5 or 6 pick flex on Prizepicks. So being that Franz Wagner got bumped mid-recording, guys. We'll just throw in the taco. Like I said, we can take advantage of the taco option here tonight. So why not? Let's do it. Let's lock it in live here together, and I'll release the video, do some editing, and upload it. So we got the over 16.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Jalen Suggs, the over 31.5 fantasy score for Terry Rozier, the under 29.5 points and assists for Jimmy Butler, the over 13.5 rebounds and assists for Bam Adebayo, and the over 2.5 3-pointers made for Michael Porter. We'll throw in the Brandon Ingram taco because of the bump to Franz Wagner. Apologies for that happening mid-recording, but I can't control the bumps. You can throw in the Brandon Ingram taco. I'm going to try to give you another prop here for free, actually, because of those bumps that occurred, guys. And we'll go to the fantasy score department because I know I can give you a fantasy score prop, and I know that I like another fantasy score here in this late game. I'll give you two in case something happens. Luka Doncic's listed as questionable. I like his over. I also like Tyrese Halliburton's over. So, for the sake of the recording, we'll lock in Tyrese Halliburton fantasy score, and then our last pick will be the Michael Porter Jr. threes, and we'll have our full 6-pick flex here, guys, because of that Franz Wagner bump. So let's go ahead and lock it in. They let me put up to 40 to win 1,000. And we have our full 6-pick flex on the recording here today. So we have Jalen Suggs over 16.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Terry Rozier over 31.5 fantasy score. Jimmy Butler under 29.5 points and assists. Bam Adebayo over 13.5 rebounds and assists. Tyrese Halliburton over 42.5 fantasy score, and Michael Porter Jr. over 2.5 3-pointers made, guys. Hopefully that was helpful for you here. On the recording today, apologies for the bump on Wagner. We do have the taco that you can throw in if any of these props get bumped. You can just go ahead and replace it with the Brandon Ingram taco. That is all for me, guys, in this one. Wishing you all the best of luck. If you enjoyed it, it would be greatly appreciated if you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel on your way out the door, and you can get every single one of my plays as soon as I place them over in the VIP to beat the bumps and get the best value. As you can see, the bumps happen like crazy on Prizepicks now, so we got to be fast. But trying to help you as much as I can with these free videos. Wishing you all the best of luck on your Prizepicks NBA player props tonight, and we will see you in the next one.